Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the month of October 2017. This month, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers. Also, this month, I'm doing custom readings for October, so definitely check out the link in the top of the description below if you want your own custom general October reading. But having said that, let's see what we have for you here. You start with the Three of Diamonds. It's interesting. You have, I think this happened to you before. You have 2 3s, 2 5s. Three of Diamonds says, try something new, try something different, and yeah, 3s just want us to try something different, try a different way of doing things. Three of Diamonds also says, be careful of legal paperwork. It's simply a warning card. It doesn't say something bad is going to happen. It just says, don't allow something bad to happen. So if you're involved in anything legal, or if you're like buying a house or anything important like that, just make sure to, go over your paperwork. Make sure everything is in order and spelt correctly and all that stuff with this card, so that nothing happens. Next, you have the Ten of Spades, moving past a lot of difficulties. It's an interesting card. It can represent thinking about past difficulties, like thinking about things that happened in the past, but needing to let that go, needing to let those like past worries and past concerns go because they no longer serve you today. So definitely try to let any concerns or worries go at this time. Yeah, also, I think that in some ways you could be making things more difficult than they need to be, as well as the message I'm getting. So again, try not to make things overly complicated at this time, because I actually think things, for you judging by the cards, are going to be very straightforward. So again, if you find yourself coming up with like complex solutions to things, or complex scenarios in your head as to why things aren't going to work out, something, try to let those fears go. Other than that, this could be a good card as well. It can represent travel, starting new businesses, and it's kind of like a death card. It represents, rebirth, being reborn in some way. Next, you got the good old, blank card here. So make a wish. That's what I always say on that one. I pulled an extra card for you, and you got the Three of Hearts, which is funny because the Three of Hearts, I don't usually attach a meaning to Three of Hearts. To me, it's a card that I call an indicator card. It just says that if there are any challenging cards here in the reading, this card, to me, pushes those cards to the more positive side of whatever that card is. So like the Ten of Spades, for example, could definitely say that that Ten of Spades is more of a rebirth card for you, and more of a card of starting new ventures or starting new businesses and things like that. But what I will say about this card, and I'm definitely getting for you, is that it can say that something is missing in love, or maybe you feel like something is missing. To me, I would say this card is more of like a feeling like something is missing, but it definitely doesn't mean that something is. It's a card that says you need to communicate with your partner if you feel like something's missing, and it's probably, again, a simple fix. I think, like I said, with that Ten of Spades, you could be creating these stories in your head this month that are making things too difficult, that don't need to be that way. Next, Five of Spades. Watch out for your health, I would say. 2 3s plus a Five of Spades. Definitely watch your health. Definitely take care of yourself at this time. This card also says, take a risk this month. Face one of your fears. Do something hard this month. Do something that is difficult. Try to push yourself. Five of Spades is a good card. You take a risk on this card, you could become very successful. It's one of those cards that asks you to definitely take a risk, do something scary, step outside your comfort zone. And again, usually when we do those things, that's when the best stuff happens to us. So make sure to do that at this time. Next, you have the Five of Diamonds. Great time to start something new. This is my kind of like my just do it card. It says just do it. Just do whatever is in your head. Do whatever you think that you should do at this time. This card wants us to start things. I would say that, let's see here. Yeah, I think with both fives, great time to sell things. Five of Spades can represent getting rid of things, having a yard sale, getting rid of some things that you no longer need. Five of Diamonds just says, if you need extra money, if you need more money this month or something, you might have something that you could sell. It's also just a great card for selling. If you're in sales, if you're in business, if you have clients, customers, whatever, this card can say, hey, now is a great time for your selling, and even a great time for you to brush up on your selling skills. I will say also, both fives are great for travel. Great cards for thinking about traveling, wanting to travel, going on vacation, taking breaks. Five of Spades is kind of like a card of meditation, taking some time to maybe meditate. On top of all that, both fives can be great for making changes to your home, renovating your home if any of you are doing that, making changes inside your home, probably mostly to deal with comfort, mostly having to do with making your life more comfortable. Five of Spades is a pretty in-depth card. It can the Five of Spades also, just before I forget, can represent dealing with divorce. So for some of you that are dealing with divorce, that could actually be wrapping up. You might be coming to the end, or if you're just at the beginning stages of divorce, that can represent things you kind of maybe getting a better picture of how the process is going to go, or a better idea of the outcome and things like that. Five of Spades can also represent breaking free, breaking away from some sort of limiting situation. So it's all around, it's a pretty in-depth card, and it is a good card. It represents, again, to me, just major changes happening. And finally, you have the Six of Clubs, another one of my favorite cards here. It could say that whatever you've been dealing with, it's kind of like a card that represents carrying a heavy burden. You could say that, like with that Five of Spades, cutting something loose, letting something free, getting rid of something. You could say you've been carrying a heavy burden. Now you're releasing whatever that burden is, and you're moving forward. If you haven't been carrying a heavy burden, this is just a great card for success, being more successful, moving forward. And it's a card that says you're on the right path. You're moving in the right direction. So, having said all that, it looks like an awesome month for you. Definitely, great time to take some risks. Great time for friends as well. That's been coming up for most signs actually this month. Definitely seems to be a great time for socializing and things like that. But thank you for watching. Definitely check out the link below if you'd like a custom October reading, and enjoy your October.